Melina Meza here to offer another edition of the Art of Sequencing Asana Modifications, featured poses called Anantasana. It's a wonderful side reclining pose, and I want to offer a few of the modifications I use in this book and in the practice. I've got my book here, Art of Sequencing Volume 3, and I got it open to page 15 if you've got the book to follow along. If we start on our side, I'll just demonstrate one side. If I come down onto my right side and I just give myself some time to stretch that right arm to the floor, and I'll let my head rest on that right arm like a pillow, and just start to connect to my legs, engaging, stretching them long, while this front hand helps me stabilize so I feel like I'm really balanced front to back, left to right. I already start to feel a little bit of stretch down through this lower side of the waist, down into my chest. And then we can start to play with some of the variations of the pose. And one of them is just simply taking this front foot forward and starting to get ready to do a full balance pose, which is what we eventually work towards. But for now, just getting comfortable with this front left leg forward. It can also feel interesting when we lift the foot and leg up to lift the head up and start to get a little bit longer stretch down through the side of your chest, down into your leg. So a little bit up and down action can feel kind of nice to lengthen even more this lower side of the body. And I will repeat that several times when I'm doing this in my home practice. And then if I stretch both legs long, again, to get comfortable for that balance pose we work towards, we can lift your top leg all the way up and then reach that same arm up towards the ceiling of the leg that's up. And as you exhale, you lower your leg and reach your arm down towards that opposite lower hand. Again, we get that upper side waist opened up and just getting comfortable with this balance pose as we go side to side a couple times. Feeling what that's like. And then as we come a little bit closer to the pose, one place that we start to work the full pose is where we're holding our head and we're starting to, again, lengthen and stretch from this under our armpit area into the side of the chest, keeping some alert, awake attention so we don't fall backwards or forwards. If you notice there's a big gap underneath your armpit area here, we can take a rolled blanket. Try to get that to feel like it fills up that negative space between the underarm and the floor. So that's one way we can work at having a little bit more support to stay here longer. And then as we go into play a little bit more with that balance concept, we can take a strap and use that around the foot of this top leg. So if we come back to the head position, we come back and grab a hold of a strap, and then we can take that top leg up. And this is where that work we did earlier to help us get comfortable stabilizing will be really important so that you don't fall backwards here. So we can use the strap to reach up towards the foot. Some of you might grab your foot, but if not, we got the strap here. The lower leg is really turned on and pressing forward away from my waist. Towards that full variation of the pose by grabbing that big toe and then stretching potentially all the way up. Kind of can challenge your balance by looking a little bit more up towards that top hand as a fun, playful way to experience Anantasana. All right, so thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next round of our asana modifications. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.